Alright, YouTube, welcome to part 2 of the Scheme of the Week offensive scheme here. And we're coming back with the same thing we were doing earlier. We were talking about curl flats. We were talking about how curl flats is arguably one of the best base plays in the game. And now we're going to go over how to make a really good base play even better. So here we're just going to come out in a cover 4. Now we established that putting the receivers on outs made for a more effective curl route. So now I want to talk about essentially a new way to look at this, something I have just kind of discovered just in runnings and not really thought about it, but just kind of came to me. But if we put Jordy Nelson here on an in route, it's the same exact concept. Take a look here. You see he comes in and he's open. Against his zone coverage, he's going to be open. So this makes me question our out route, and we'll like put him on a slant. Watch this slant route. Same exact concept. It's going to suck him down. He's going to come right in behind the zone. So this is calls into question the theory that just out routes are going to be effective, because what your opponent can do is he can call a play like a two-man under, and he can take his corners, put them in yellow zones, man up his safeties on the outside. Guys, this is what the elite players are doing. Please excuse my controller once again. But if we were to run an out route, if we were to run our standard setup of this, and he was potentially using the middle linebacker on that fade route, I mean, we can maybe fit it in, but it's not going to be very effective. But what if we had some routes to work off of that? So this will make this play even more deadly. It's going to keep your opponent guessing, and you can now establish maybe even, I don't understand this stupid controller, guys. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, I'm so sick of this controller. Like, even can't teach this stupid controller. I need some better freaking equipment. Anyway, if we put him on a smart route and in route here, and you're gonna see against the yellow zone, you wait for him to clear, and he'll come open. So that's kind of cool that we can utilize concepts in that fashion. And I never really thought of this, but if they man them up on those guys, what is occurring now is basically they're eluding the middle of the field wide open. So if we put maybe Randall Cobb here on a slant route, coming over the middle of the field, he's going to cut underneath here, underneath the safety covering him. With a pass lead to about 5 o'clock there, you can fit that in there. So just some advanced tactics to take this play to the next level. And then the final thing, something that I think really is going to take this play to the next level, is a fade pattern. You can utilize this the same way as you can an out. You're just going to snap, and you're going to throw it as soon as he cuts. You're going to wait for him to cut. You see how the fade here makes a little cut. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi throw, and you see he's going to sit in behind that zone, and that's not just going to work from cover 4. Take a little look here. Take a look at cover 3 here. This is a cover 3 coverage, and you'll see it'll work the same exact way. It's the same concept. Essentially, you're attacking the curl flats. You're just attacking it at a different point, a different route. So if you're in man coverage, you can snap and pass it to the inside, and it's going to be open. If they're in a cover 2 sink type of a situation, you'll see the fade. You can fit it over the yellow zone. That time I did a poor job. It takes a little finagling because of the way that the cover 2 sink plays this year. It is one of the best coverages in the game, but with the pass lead up, you got to click on, you got to go user catch it, but it still is a nice, effective hot route that you can utilize. So we've established how to utilize other routes to take this play to the next level, including slant routes and drag routes and crossing routes, and it's really going to take this play to the next level, because now we can attack an opponent in a lot of multiple aspects of the field, utilizing the same concepts of a spread formation. So now that we've gotten down to the concepts of the play and the basics, now we're going to run the play, and we're going to show you our setup. The main setup, the basic setup of this play is, I like to put Jordy Nelson on an out route, smart routed. I like to fade Jennings, and I like to drag Randall Cobb. And I'm going to motion snap Greg Jennings 2 steps to the right. 1, 2, snap, and my first read is right there, that snap throw to Dewan Harris. If I can fit that in, that means that a linebacker is either blitzing or a linebacker is going to the flats. which means I can fit that in. That's another window of opportunity. You know, I talk about that all the time. The only way that's not going to be open is if they're in a man coverage and they're not blitzing. So a 2-man under kind of deal. So our first read automatically going to make them play coverage defense, and then we can go to our second read. So say they are in man coverage. Say they're in 2-man under. You'll see here the running back route will be open, but it won't be able to run after catch. You see snap throw, and then we're tackled about 3 yards. Not a very effective play as far as base. It's just a nice check down to have. But the key is when we go to our third read here. Our second read is the flat. They're in man coverage. We know that's not there, but we know we have that out route. No pass lead. Just throw it as soon as he cuts to the outside, and you'll have it open. So there's that key. Against man coverage, you're going to have that. Now, against a zone coverage, say the user the running back. Say the user the running back route. Well, against a zone coverage, we're going to have the out route as well. So you see it there. Now, say, for example, they go into something like a cover 2 seam type of a situation. Well, we'll still have our first route, but say the user and him. Okay, well, for our second read is this flat route. We can fit that over there. So just make sure you're looking to that route some as it can fit in. Some people don't like to throw the flat routes. They just like to use them. So if you don't want to throw the flat route, go ahead and come back across the field, scan the field, and you'll have a crossing pattern as your fourth read. That's actually your fourth read on this play. So the reads on this play goes as follows. Harris as a snap throw, Jones as a snap throw flat, Nelson as an out route, Cobb as a actually it's Jennings, I think. I'd rather throw to Jennings here on the fade, and then Cobb on the fifth read, and then the last read is Harris coming at the peak of his route over the middle. So I'll just show you the reads from A to Z. So there's the snap throw to Harris. So you see that read, and then you'll see your snap throw to Jones there in the flat situation. Your next read is Jordy Nelson here on his out pattern right there. Your fourth read is Greg Jennings on the motion snap fade, and you're going to pass this to the inside, probably about 3 o'clock, and you see us off to the races there. And then your fifth read is the drag or the crossing pattern. You see, comes across the field right there at the peak of intersection there, so that's nice. And then your final read on this play is your running back. Wait. Then pass lead him, or you want to kind of pass lead him to the inside. I'm sorry, I actually made a mistake on that play. I usually don't ever get to this read, but you need to know how to throw this route. So wait, pass lead it about right there, and they can't really intercept it. If you click on, you can kind of undercut it, but what you would normally do is say they're in like a zone and the user. The only time you would have to go to that is if they were in a zone and they were like using the drag underneath. So say they use this drag, right there is where you would throw that route. So that's the basic setup for curl flats. That's how I like to run it. And then again, we want to utilize our hot routes off of this to attack multiple, double in routes right there, similar to a curl route. So you want a curl route, a smart routed curl route, a smart routed out route, and a in route all look exactly the same at the intersection point. It's just it's a different cut, and so that a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll go into 2-man under and they'll take their coverage and they'll shade them out. Well, if Nelson is on an in route, passing to the inside, you see he gets that separation over the middle. So that's the key. You want to adjust to your opponent. Also, pass leading out routes are as follows. If they are shading them outside, what I want you to go ahead and do is, after I freaking kill my controller again, 1 second. What I want you to do is say they shaded D'Angelo Hall to the outside. You're gonna pass lead this out route on the right side of the field at 9 o'clock, guys. At 9 o'clock, and you'll see he turns around like it's a curl route. For whatever reason, it just is a nice way to beat that. Also, on the left side, you always want to pass lead your outs at 3 o'clock. because of the positioning of the field. The way that there's no press on the left side on PS3, it affects the route. It doesn't make the route work as smooth as it normally would. Also, remember your timing on these out routes. Get into practice mode. Work on the timing. You want to hit them right as they cut to the outside, like that right there. It's not very difficult to do, but anyone can do it. So now that we have the basic setup, basic principle of the offense, we're going to start to get into our other formations. So come back next video and we will go over the complementary formations. Our next complementary formation, I think, is our blitz beater. So we'll go over the 5 steps for success, the audible portion of it. So we'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching.